Hey Baylor fans, this is your call to gear up with Harley-Davidson of Waco. Whether you're hitting the open road or tailgating at McLean Stadium, we've got the ride to match your Bear pride. Check out our wide selection of new and pre-owned motorcycles, visit our service department, or shop all the latest gear and accessories to show off your Baylor spirit and Harley pride. Visit us today and find your freedom on two wheels. Harley-Davidson of Waco, where Baylor fans never ride alone. Visit in-store or at hdwaco.com. Sic Em Bears.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Sic Em Podcast, presented by Harley-Davidson of Waco. We love Harley riding into the new year, 2026. How about we visit today with the newest member of Scott Drew's Baylor basketball team. James Nnaji is with us on the Sic Em Podcast. Welcome to the podcast, welcome to Waco, and welcome to Baylor.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here with us. Is this, what are things like for you right now? Is this just a whirlwind since you arrived right around Christmas time?
Yeah, I think everything has been happening really fast, and I'm just trying to stay locked in and do all I can do just to settle in, because I've been moving my things up and down, trying to get all the paperwork in place and all of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, so many moving parts, coming in at midterm. I mean, if you could come in the summer, then you got the summer to acclimate, and then you get into the season. But you're here, and then you're playing a game, for Baylor against TCU a few days later.
Yeah, that's right.
What about that the ramp up? Because you hadn't played really competitively since July, have you?
Yeah, that's right. I haven't played like 5-on-5.
5-on-5.
No, not even a full court, because my whole time since July, I've been in Madrid doing my rehabilitation, to get off injury and trying to stay in shape. And the facility I was working out at was a half court facility, so it was just really short.
Oh, half court.
Yeah, and we were just trying to get in shape and then take a couple of shots and walk a little bit under the rim and all of this stuff. So I haven't played competitive basketball.
That's different, isn't it, than 5-on-5?
Yeah, totally. Because the first time I got on court after running like 2 times, I was like, whoa.
Right.
Yeah, I had a feeling. So yeah.
Good. Well, we are so glad you're here. It's a different situation. Adding anybody at midterm is different in its own right. But how do you feel? I hope you felt welcomed by the Baylor family and the coaches here and your teammates.
Yeah, I totally felt welcome. I had a lot of great message from the people of Waco and Baylor. I think they welcomed me full-heartedly and open-heartedly, and I'm very, very happy to be here, and I always see this as a great opportunity.
Yeah. And the education part of it, I mean, coming to Baylor, coming to a college, a university, that's a big part of it, isn't it? You want to get your college degree.
Yeah. I mean, I had this conversation with my family, to be precise, with my mother. And when I told her I had a scholarship and I'm going to university, she was so happy, like knowing that her son is going to get a degree. And, just seeing her happy about me going to college, just gave me more morale to go even more. So, yeah.
Nice. I like that. Tell us about your family.
I come from a family of 2 brothers and 1 sister, including me. So we are 4 totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I have our firstborn, a boy. Then my sister is the second born. My other brother is the third born, and I am the last born in my family. And so we have 3 boys and 1 girl. And my father is a businessman.
Okay.
He's into livestock, like cows. He sells cows. While my mother is a businesswoman. She used to have a shop in the market where she sells foodstuffs. And that's pretty much it.
Nice. So you're the baby of the family.
Yeah, I'm the last born.
And you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Are your parents, are your siblings good size also?
I mean, they are okay. I think my sister is around 6'1", and
Okay.
my brother around 6'1", the same. But my father, when he was younger, because now he's almost what 80 something.
Oh.
So yeah, when my father was younger, he was over 60s. I think he was really, really tall.
Yeah.
He's a really tall man.
Hey, that's great. And your hometown, is it Makurdi? Is that right? Nigeria?
Yeah, I was born and brought up in Makurdi, but originally I'm not from there. We are from the southeast, but my parents settled in the north, like in the middle belt of Nigeria.
Okay, I got you. Good. What was your upbringing like? I know Coach Drew has said this many times that it was centered around the church, wasn't it? You were very involved in your church.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my mother is was a resident pastor at our church, and in Nigeria generally we have it's a really religious country. We have a lot of churches, like every 100 meters you go, you will find a church. So
right?
yeah, that's how many church we got.
Wow.
So yeah, I came from a family that loves the things of God, that loves church. So in my church, maybe you've heard it before, I used to play the keyboard, what you guys call the piano, and my brother plays the drum, and my sister sings, and my eldest brother was like the usher. My mother preached sometimes, so it was like a full
whole family.
Yeah, the whole package, in the church. So yeah,
that's great.
Mm-hmm.
How's that keyboard for you? Were you self-taught, or did you take lessons?
No, I never took any like a concrete lesson, because I was really good friends with the sons of my pastor. So when I was like going close to them, and they said, okay, let's teach you a little bit, and they started teaching me at home. We never went to any like a serious class, and bit by bit I picked it up real quick, and they gave me a chance to play for 5 minutes during one service, and after 10, and after I just picked it up that way. So yeah,
very good for you. That's great. Growing up, were you involved in basketball? Were you involved in other sports? I would think in Nigeria maybe soccer's big, but you're not a big soccer guy, are you?
Yeah, not anymore. But when I was growing up, for every kid back then, I think it was soccer.
Okay.
Everybody was playing soccer. I was really bad at it, so I was just trying to be the goalkeeper of our little team. It was not something real. It was just a bunch of street kids trying to play and kick the ball and run around. So I was just all the time at the post trying to save the goals and all of this stuff. So yeah, that was what I
fun.
did.
That's good. And were you always the biggest guy, in your age group, or was there some point when you had a growth spurt?
Yeah, I was kind of big, because I remember we still have pictures. My brother was so much older than me, but we were almost the same size, and people wonder, people wonder like, what's the age difference, because I look quite big for my age, and during I think I started growing real fast when I was I think 11 years old. It kicked, all my shorts and my trousers started getting like a bit shorter for me. I started using my father's shoe also, because my shoe size wasn't fitting. And my father was wearing I think size 47. I had to switch from 44, 45 to 47 because my father also has a big feet. So I started growing at that age like real fast.
All right, when you say 44, 47, that's centimeters?
I mean, to change it.
Like what? Do you know what size your shoes are here?
US 16 is 50. So
sorry.
I started wearing like I think size 14.
14.
Yeah,
that looks about right.
Yeah, and that was my father's size. He was about size 14 and 13 around there. So I started wearing his shoes.
Yeah. At what age was that?
When I was around 11 to 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my feet was getting big, massive.
Right. It's a sign of things to come.
Yeah.
And then the way I understand it, Jason Smith tells me that when you were about 14 years old, somebody spotted you and you left to go play basketball in Hungary. Is that right?
Yeah. I would say this is like a miracle. It just happened like this, like real fast. What happened was that I think I've said this a couple of times. I was at my mother's shop, as I told you that we had a shop. Mm-hmm. And we were all there together, and one sport guy with the belly just came, and he saw me, was like, wow, this your kid is really tall. I was tall and long and skinny,
Yeah.
and he told my mom that, there is no need for you to train this kid when the government can, because once he plays sport, he will have free scholarship and everything, that we should try basketball. And that's the best fit for my size and everything. So we gave it a try. I remember I didn't have any jersey or anything. I had to take my father's tank top.
Yeah.
My father had a tank top. I took it, and I took my father's shoe because there was no shoe that would fit me.
Right.
So I took his stuff, and I went to practice basketball. To be honest, I didn't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because all I did was run and never touched the ball, and and I felt it was a boring sport. I was wondering, where is the goalkeeper? I had no idea
Exactly.
how basketball worked. And after like a year plus or something, I started taking it a bit more serious. And someone gifted me a shirt, like a T-shirt. This T-shirt is from a camp, like a famous camp in Nigeria. The shirt says "Nigeria Dreams Big." So I wore this shirt, and I posted it on Facebook randomly. I don't know why I posted, to be honest. Yeah. And one guy just texted me, and he told me, "Oh, how tall are you? How old are you?" And I told him. And he said, would you like to go abroad to play and study? I was like, yeah, why not? And he said I should give him the contact of my parents. So I gave him my mother's contact, and he started calling my mom and telling her how they could make this happen, and I would just go abroad and study, And before 1 year, 1 year and a half, they just made everything happen. They booked the visa, the flight, and everything. They just made everything happen. And I moved to Hungary, and I went to Hungary to play.
At 14 years old?
Yeah.
So you left home, and your family didn't go with you. It was just you.
Yeah, it was just me.
That's a tough, man. For a 14-year-old, I can't imagine what that was like for you.
Yeah, for me, I was a bit concerned that I'm too young leaving home, but on the other hand, I was happy that I'm gonna have a great opportunity in life that I've never had, and I said, why not take it? This is like no one in my family has ever traveled abroad. It's gonna be me, so why reject such an opportunity? So I said, okay, I'm gonna take it.
That's great.
Yeah.
2 years in Hungary, right? And then what transpired that led you to Spain?
I think I was playing really well in Hungary. At that age, I was giving my best, and in 2020, I had like a text from my agent in Hungary. He lives in Budapest. He just texted me, and he told me that we got good news for you. We got some offer from Spain. We have a couple of offers, and one of them is from FC Barcelona. And if you would like to go, I was like, yeah, I want to go to Barcelona, and they made it work. And in 2020, I think in September or so, I moved to Barcelona to play.
That's the heart of COVID time, wasn't it? What was that like?
Yeah,
was that a factor at all?
It was during COVID. During the flight, even in practice, we had to wear the mask.
Yeah.
So it was COVID period.
Ugh.
Yeah,
So you're on the move again. At this point, you're a grizzled veteran of 16 years old, right? You're 16 and you're playing in Spain. And that's a really good league. That's a tough league, isn't it? I mean, really top competition.
Yeah. I remember when I got there, it was not as, I'm not downgrading any league. It was not as easy as it was in Hungary, because all my teammates, like majority of them, were top prospect. In their country, we had teammates from Uruguay, from Mexico, from different part of the world,
Okay.
And they were really big prospect in their country, so they were just moving into Barcelona also to compete on the highest level at under 18. So at practice it was a war at practice. Yeah,
It's a real melting pot, isn't it? I mean, very international.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Was there not an A team and a B team, but younger guys and then older guys on those teams there in Barcelona?
No, I think all of us was the same age. It was a group of 2004 / 2003 kids.
Okay.
So we're just the oldest guys. We're just 1 year older than us because we had to play the U18. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So you're 21 now. When's your birthday?
I was born on the 14th of August, 2004.
August. All right, very good. 21 years, and now you're playing in Spain, and you continue to do well, and you're starting to get noticed more and more.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Right. So what was the next opportunity for you after that? Was it the draft when you got drafted?
Yeah, for me after my first year at the under 18 tournament and the group and all of this stuff, I got called in the first team to practice, and I played a couple of good games. And after those games, I started having the international attention of scouts all over the world and trying to come see me and all this stuff. And it looked like really appealing. And we said, okay, let's declare for the draft.
Gotcha. Yeah, very good. What would you say up to this point has been your biggest athletic accomplishment?
In what sense?
Big game, a championship, a win, being drafted, anything like that? What would you say would be number one?
I think like a collective achievement would be with the team when we won the Spanish championship against Real Madrid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I was 18. I think I was 18 years old, and I contributed a lot to this championship amongst men. So that was like my biggest collective achievement.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's really good. So you're here at Baylor. You're drinking through a fire hose. You know that term? That means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That means a lot. You got a lot taking in right now in a very short time. Played your first game in a Baylor uniform last weekend as we record this at TCU. The crowd response there, did you expect that, playing on the road, and did it bother you much at all?
I wouldn't say it bothered me, but to be honest, I didn't expect such a thing to come from these people, because I'm as eligible as every other semi-pro guy or pro guy coming from Europe,
Yeah.
Because I know tens of people, or even up to 100 people who came from Europe to play in college, and none of them are getting the same treatment. As a matter of fact, I also played against a couple of them from junior and even also at the high level at the first division team. So none of them, most of them are even older than me, and they're playing at peace and no booing and all of that. And I had to face this, but for me, I really don't care, to be honest. I'm just here to do what I can do and to control what I can control, because at the end of the day, I know I can't control what people think. They think whatever they want to think, and I just have to move on with that.
Yeah, that's very good. That's a great approach. And your teammates and your coaches and everyone at Baylor, I mean, we've got your back. We support you. And I think I said this on the air the other day, that people aren't so much booing you as they're booing the situation that you sort of find yourself in. Mm-hmm. Do you see that? I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm glad it didn't bother you, because it's probably going to be that way the rest of the year when we play on the road.
Yeah, I know. They just told me that already. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that.
Right.
Yeah.
And there'll be some more hostile places that we go into. How'd you feel getting out there? I mean, you played 16 and a half minutes. You had 5 points. You had 4 rebounds in that game against TCU. Did you expect to play that much in your first game?
To be honest, I didn't expect to play that much, because as the coach said earlier on the media, that I haven't played a competitive basketball in months, 7 months. And I wasn't expecting to play that much, but sometimes you just go with the game flow. I was trying to be as energetic as I could be. And we just went with the flow. Yeah.
It seems like you've just incorporated yourself really well with the team and your teammates. How has that process gone?
I would say so far so good. We practiced twice, as a team, and we just went off to play a game. And to be honest, I was really surprised that it worked out. Okay, obviously we didn't win, but it went out well as a team, as a collective effort. So I think so far so good.
Yeah. 2 practices and then you're playing a game, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's wild. That's a lot in the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So now you get a couple of home games this week. What do you think of, and you practiced in there, what do you think of our facility, Foster Pavilion?
I think it's really beautiful. At first, and it's from the first game I saw the fans and the home base. It looks really beautiful. They are quite supportive, and I think this would help us, to grab us as much wins as we can at home. Yeah,
that's true. The first game you were there, you didn't play, you were just on the bench, but you got a sense of everything. And now we're into Big 12 conference play. How does the from what you know so far, and this isn't a fair question, maybe better later on, but the level of competition what you see here in the Big 12 compared to what you have played against?
I think it's kind of similar in the sense because at the end of the day, it's a different league. We all have to acknowledge that. But I think they are being here. They're very physical, like very very physical. Everyone is young. Everybody is athletic. The only difference between here and back then in Europe is that in Europe, you play against a guy that is 35 years that has been playing pro for the past 20 years. So they have like crazy experience there.
Right.
That like most of them don't even run because they know where to be. They already know their spot even before getting there. Yeah. So it's like a different sense. It's not so really athletic, but they just try to play with smartness. I would say.
Yeah, which is a plus for guys that have been playing that long.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is you're just the 6th or 7th oldest guy on the Baylor team.
Yeah,
you're
I know.
not near the oldest guy. Are you?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, you're one of the young guys, really.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's great. Mm-hmm. So moving forward, we got this whole Big 12 conference schedule to go. Some big games coming up. Mm-hmm. What were your views? I mean, when you were playing in Spain, did you look at American college basketball and say, "Man, I'd like to do that," or did you look at the NBA, or did you pay any attention? I guess.
No, for me, we just see this stuff on the media. You just scroll from your phone and you see it. But the only thing I saw was March Madness. And like the finals, because for me, whenever it's finals, I don't care if it's NBA, EuroLeague, or college. I like to watch finals, because of the intensity and it's a championship game. That's all I watch. I don't follow everything from the beginning and all of that. So
that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Some of the practical things that you're getting used to here. You're getting an apartment today, right? You're moving into an apartment.
Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah, finally. Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah.
And I heard you had a trip to Walmart. How was that?
It was good. It was really massive.
Massive?
Yeah. It was really a massive place, and we got all we needed to move into my new apartment.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. Very good. Well, I think I know you'll like Waco. You'll love Baylor. You fit in well, and we're so glad you're here.
Thank you.
And just can't wait till you get more and more comfortable and get more and more acclimated. So we're really glad you're in a Baylor uniform.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You wore 50 the first game because they didn't have, you wanted 46, though, right?
Yeah, that's my number for the 6. Yeah.
46, and that's coming. I think we're getting that from Nike, so it'll be here soon.
Yeah.
Is there any significance to 46?
No, not really. I think they just gave me this number back then when I was in the first team because they were just giving from the oldest guy to the youngest guy, because we were coming from the junior team, and they say, okay, you're older than James, you take 41, you take 42, you take 43 until 46. So, and when I had this for the 6 with Barcelona, I had good performance. I'm like, okay, this is my good luck charm. Let me just stick with it. So
Nice. Very good. 46 it is.
Yeah.
Coming soon. Well, we're glad you're here. Welcome to Baylor and welcome to Waco. And we look forward to the remainder of the season with you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
James Nnaji, our guest on the Sic Em Podcast, presented by Harley Davidson of Waco.